Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 11. So for this chapter, we're done with the templates and the listings app for now. So we'll create a new app called users, which will help us create and log in the users. So stop the terminal if you're running, and let's issue the Python that manage the py the startup command. So once we do this, we will be creating our new app named users. And so once we issue this command, you'll see like a new folder on the left side that's going to be created, and that's going to be the users folder. So as you can see here, we have the users folder. Now we need to go to settings.py and add this new app that we created to the installed apps section. To go all the way up, and let's add it here. Users, and let's save the file as well. Alright, so this is the folder directory, as you can see, and we have to be very careful here how we proceed from here, but I'll explain everything. So basically we're gonna be using so there's a few things that Django provides, such as a login, logout, registration views. So we have to be very careful how we set the create the files and set the and create the folders here. So let's just follow this here. So the first thing that we want to do is to create the following folders and files in the users folder. And so let's create urls.py. That's the first thing that we'll do here. So let's do that. So urls.py, and then we also need forms.py. Okay, let's close this. So now we have to create a new folder called templates, the same way as we did with listings. In this case, since we're using Django to do the authentication, we need to create a folder called registration here. So inside the templates folder, we create so you see how we created templates, listings. So in this case, we're going to be creating a new one that's going to be users templates, and inside the templates folder, it's going to be called registration, so that Django can find our templates. So you want to use custom authentication, you can also use it, and then you don't have to do it this way, but since we're using Django, we're doing it this way. So inside that folder, we will create two files, which are going to be register.html and login.html. So let's do that. Alright, and then so we're done with that. So now Django will be able to find our templates that are gonna be in the registration folder. And this is just because we're using Django for the authentication system. This is how the folder tree looks. Alright, so let's go to urls.py now. The main urls.py, which is an example. And here we're gonna add the path to the URLs of our of the users app, the one that we just created. So let's add the path, which is gonna be users, include all the URLs of this app. Okay, so once we have done that, so as you can see here, this is what we're doing. So we're using the Django.contrib.auth module, which says that we have to create a folder named registration and include all of the templates in there. So you can read it here, see registration, and we're gonna use some of the default views that Django provides. That's why we're doing this. So Django looks for the templates in this folder, which is the registration folder. Alright, so let's go into the login page. So let's go to urls.py in the users folder, and we have to create this, so we have to include this. So let's do that. So we just do the imports first. And we need to specify the name of the app. In this case, it's the users app, which is the one that we just created. URL patterns. So we use Django.contrib.auth, which is the module that we're using, and we're using those URLs here. So let's add the comma. Alright, let's do the login now. So go to login.html in the templates folder, templates registration folder, and let's add this part here. So let's just copy paste that. So for this we will be using the post method because we're submitting data, and then well, the action, it's the URL here, login, and then we pass the token here, and then just display the form, and then there's a submit button here. So we don't need a view again because we're using Django.contrib.auth, and the Django already provides like a view for us, so we don't need to do anything else here. Alright, so let's open base.html, and that's in the listings folder, and let's add the link to the login page to the nav bar. Just copy the code. Alright, so here we're using an if statement that says that if users are authenticated, just show the username and the logout, else just show the login link so that they can log in. So yeah, so once again, just logout link if they're authenticated, and just use the show the login if they're not authenticated. So now we can run the server. So let's test it. Alright, so let's refresh here. As you can see, we have the login link. So let me see, we're missing a dash. Oh, we can fix that. Okay, let's try to log in now. So we'll just go to login. We can use the admin credentials here. Yeah. So once you log in, you can see that you have the username, which is admin, and then you have the logout link. Let me see something. Oh yeah, so we can fix the dash. I think the dash is missing, but it's here in the code. We can fix that later. So once you log out, so let's say that we want to click on logout, right? So it's gonna show you this page, which is the Django admin page logout, but we don't want to show that to users. So we want them to see something different, so we have to create our own custom logout page, or no page, but like we can redirect users to a different page instead of that one. So let's do that now. So go to urls.py in the users folder, and let's create a path to the logout page. Giving us a problem here that we don't have views, and oh, I think I forgot to import the views, that's why. But you have it here on the right, so you should be fine. Yeah, so once again, forgot to import views, but you can look here on the right. Alright, now we have to create the logout view. So let's go to views.py, and let's just add our custom logout view. Let's do the imports first. Since we're using the logout method from the contrib.auth, we need to import that. Now let's create the view, which is going to be really simple as well. We're just going to log out users and then redirect them to the home page. Alright, so now let's go back to base.html and let's edit the nav bar to include this custom logout. So this is what we're changing here. So we'll just add the underscore, and that's gonna use our custom logout. Right, so now let's just save changes and run the server again. Let's go to the website, and as you can see, you have the login. So let's log in again with the admin credentials. I made a mistake here. Let's just log in again. So here you can click on logout, or you can just explore if you want to. But if we click on logout, it should take us to the home page. And you can see it takes us to the home page. We have the login link, and we can log in again if we want to. So I think that's all for this chapter. We have the quiz here. We have the challenge and the answer sheet here. Alright, so I'll see you on the next chapter. Thank you.